Interesting. So one, I love what you're saying here in regards to like the methodology. Irregardless of what's going on in the macro trends, ups and downs, you as the family office St. Louis Trust, you have a methodology that you stick with regardless of what's going on, which is really kind of great to hear. And regardless, you have a good strategy and investment thesis, but also coming back to what you're saying in regards to this, you look at all the whole verticals and say, okay, yeah, this might be a good opportunity, but also can we get into another vehicle like munis or bonds or whatever that can also facilitate the same kind of results with less, kind of, repercussions, if you will. Is that kind of the way you
Yeah,
look at it overall?
absolutely. Like you're looking at high yield muni bonds right now, and you can be getting north of 5, north of 6% tax free, completely liquid compared to, I'm going to take on a, private credit where I'm going to be locked up for
Yeah.
probably at least 5 years. Have and not only that, I'm going to be paying on taxes something that's probably not making distributions. Um, we just kind of look at that and say, yeah, it's interesting. And even if you can get a little bit of marginal after-tax return compared to like high yield munis, we'd go, yeah, we just still find, private equity, venture capital, even private real estate, a little bit more exciting. And again, we try not to say, oh, we're going to predict what the market's going to do next year or predict this or predict that. But we are, obviously markets run in cycles, right? And the best time to invest in a lot of areas is when they're out of favor. And so yeah, private real estate's starting to look pretty interesting. I'll tell you the endowment where I'm chair of the board of trustees. It's about a $300 million endowment, and we're starting to commit. We haven't had an allocation previously to private real estate, and we're starting to commit to private real estate with the thought that things are going to start looking attractive in a few years, right? But you have to commit now for that manager to, have the money over the next few years to be able to invest. And will we be right? I don't know. But things move in cycles, and things are cycling down, especially in commercial. And the increase in interest rates is creating some real deals in some places. And we don't ourselves have to call the bottom. We're putting the money with a hopefully talented, at least their track record has been good, private real estate manager, and giving them the ability to, kind of figure out when and what to buy. And I think that's important too, because, we have quite a few resources, and we use consultants and everything. We have a deep bench. And even if you're looking at, a huge firm like Morgan Stanley or, whatever, they have a deep bench as well. But, I think it's really great in the private space is don't give too much. Don't slice and dice it too much. I mean, give some talented firms the ability that are truly experts in the area, to make decisions. We're less likely to say, oh, well, let's go pile into, commercial office space, or we just only want to do industrial, because, how do we know? So
Which makes sense. So,
we'd rather go with somebody a little bit more diversified, that they can decide, oh, this was a great looking industrial, this is a great looking hospitality, this is a great looking, commercial office space, and really have those people on the ground doing it versus us, sitting higher up in a tower saying, oh, here's what we think the next great area in real estate is.
that makes sense. For those that are jumping in and out, we have John Jennings. We're doing a fireside chat today. He is the president in St. Louis, and chief strategist of the St. Louis Trust that manages $15 billion globally. We're diving into a lot of kind of the overall market right now and hitting in 2024, and we're excited about it. For those that want to have any questions, feel free to just put that in the chat. Connect with other individuals on LinkedIn or whatever here as well. Put that in the chat, and I'll be able to ask the question. If you also have another question, feel free to raise your hand, and I will call on you, and you can ask directly with John. But we're going to go dive into a little bit